اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق والحادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم. أما بعد، فأعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. هل أتى على الإنسان حين من الدهر لم يكن شيئا مذكورا. صدق الله العظيم وبلغنا رسوله النبي الكريم الأمين. ما أرفع مقام سيدنا غوث القونين شيخ الإنس والجن والملائكة الشيخ عبد القادر الجيلاني رضي الله تعالى عنه إذ قال: وما منها شهور أو دهور تمر وتنقضي إلا أتالي وتخبرني بما يأتي ويجري وتعلمني فأقصر عن جدالي. سيدي ومرشدي قبلہ پیر سید خالد علی قادری طاہری دامت فیوزاتکم، Honorable Sahibzadagan, elders, brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sayyid Hamza Ali before me spoke during his speech about the ilmul ghaib of the Holy Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. Inshallah, in the short time that I have, I intend to speak about the ilmul ghaib of Huzur Sayyidina Ghāwth al Azzam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, in light of a few verses from his Qasidah Ghāwthiyyah. Huzur Sayyidina Ghāwth al Azzam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, in his famous Qasidah Ghāwthiyyah, he says that وَمَا مِنْهَا شُهُورٌ أَوْ دُهُورٌ تَمُرُّ وَتَنْقَضِي إِلَّا أَتَالِي, which means that there are no months, shuhur, and there are no duhur, times, that pass except that these months and times come to me. Subhanallah. وَتُخْبِرُنِي بِمَا يَأْتِي وَيَجْرِي, and these times and these months inform me of what is going to happen. Subhanallah. وَتُعْلِمُنِي فَأَقْصِرْ عَنْ جِدَالِي, and they pass on the knowledge to me about events that are going to occur. فَأَقْصِرْ عَنْ جِدَالِي, lessen your argumentation with me. Don't dispute with me about the knowledge of unseen that I have. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala blesses whomsoever He wants with the knowledge of unseen. Now, this concept, months and times, Huzur Sayyidina Ghāwth al Azzam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu is saying, months and times come to me. It might be difficult to understand this concept. How did months and times come to Huzur Ghāwth al Azzam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu and inform him? In order to explain this, a few muqaddimat, a few points as an introduction which will open your mind and prepare it for understanding this concept. You see, there's a lot of things beyond, which are ma wara al-mahsusat, which are beyond our abilities to perceive. They're not physical things. They a creation of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, things that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala has created, but our senses, because of the limitation of our senses, we cannot perceive them. Time, we can look at our clocks, but we can't see time. We can see the clocks, we can see the watches, but time itself is a creation of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, but it can't be observed by the normal people. However, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala blesses His beloved. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala blesses His awliya with the ability to perceive even the unseen creation of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Now, for example, there's a hadith that Imam Tabarani narrates that once the Holy Prophet ﷺ met a Sahabi whose name was Harisa radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. It was the early part of the morning, and the Holy Prophet ﷺ said to him, Kayfa asbahta ya Harisa? How did you do your morning, O Harisa? He replied to the Holy Prophet ﷺ, Asbahtu mu'minan haqqa. That I entered into the mu'min as a true believer who has grasped the reality of Iman. The Holy Prophet ﷺ said, Ma haqiqatu imanik ya Harisa? Explain, what is the reality of your Iman? And he replied that, O Messenger of Allah, when I raise my head and look up in the skies, I can see the Kursi and the Arsh of Allah Ta'ala. I can see Jannah and I can see the Ahlul Jannah enjoying the blessings and meeting each other in Jannah. Remember, the people are going to go into Jannah after Qiyamah. But Harisa radiyallahu ta'ala anhu is saying, I can already see the people in Jannah enjoying the blessings of Jannah. And I can see hellfire and the people being punished in the fire of hell. I am experiencing these realities, Ya Rasulullah. The Holy Prophet ﷺ said 3 times, Arafta falzam, Arafta falzam, Arafta falzam. O Harisa, you have gained true ma'rifah. Hold on to this true ma'rifah. And then the Holy Prophet ﷺ pointed at him and said, Mu'minun nawwara Allahu qalbahu. He is such a mu'min of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala has enlightened his heart. And now he can perceive and sense those realities which are hidden for the Ammatul Khalq. So these were unseen realities that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala blessed this companion to sense. In another hadith of narrated by Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, you see, we perform acts of worship, good deeds, a'mal salihah. But these a'mal, the concept of actions cannot be seen. A person who does a'mal, he is carrying out those a'mal, but amal itself, all of the a'mal a person has done, all of the ibadat, salat you've done, can you see those? I've read all of today's salawat. Those salawat themselves can't be seen. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in a hadith, it's a long hadith, just relevant part I'm going to mention to prepare your mind to understand how monks used to come to Ghāwth al Azzam radiyallahu ta'ala. The Holy Prophet alayhi salatu wa salam said that when a true believer, he goes into his grave, the questions take place. It's a long hadith. But afterwards, the Holy Prophet ﷺ said, after all this questioning, this true believer, he sees a young, handsome man come to him, very beautiful. And this man says to the believer, the soul of the believer, that I am your good deeds and actions that you used to do in the dunya. So when a believer dies, Allah Ta'ala gives a jism and a body to the deeds that he used to do in the dunya. Allah Ta'ala is Qadir. He has this qudra, that when a believer dies, Allah Ta'ala sends the actions of the believer in the form of a body. Allah Ta'ala has this qudra. In another narration, it's mentioned that on Yawmul Qiyamah, when a believer on Yawmul Qiyamah will be resurrected, a handsome man will come to him. And he will say, Ata'arifuni? Do you recognize me? The man will say, I don't recognize you, I've never seen you. And he will say, Ana sahibu al-Quran. All that recitation you used to do of the Quran, I am that Quran. I am the one who kept you awake at night. Allah Ta'ala, his recitation of the Quran that he used to do, Allah Ta'ala will give a body to that and send it to the person. So Allah Ta'ala has this qudra that he can give this tajseem, give a jism, a body to things which cannot be sensed. Now, few stories I'm going to mention, one or two stories that are mentioned in a book which is the most authentic biography of Huzur Sāyyidina Ghāwth al Azzam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, Bahjatul Asrar, by a scholar who was born only 83 years after Huzur Sāyyidina Ghāwth al Azzam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu physically departed from this world. Only 83 years. After that he was dead. And the stories he narrates with change. Just like in these books of Hadith, Sahih Bukhari, Sahih Muslim, there is a chain. Imam Bukhari heard from this narrator, heard from this scholar, back to the Holy Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. And Imam Ala Hazrat, Imam Ahmad Raza Khan Bravery radiyallahu ta'ala an, he mentioned in his fatawa that the status that Sahih Bukhari has amongst the books of Hadith, in the books written about the manaqib and biographies of Huzur Sayyidina Ghāwth al Azzam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, this book is like the Sahih Bukhari of the manaqib of Huzur Sayyidina Ghāwth al Azzam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, in terms of its authenticity. This is the month of Rajab. It's mentioned in this book that Huzur Sayyidina Ghāwth al Azzam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu was amongst his companions preaching. And a man with an extreme beautiful appearance comes. No one's seen this man before. He comes to Huzur Sayyidina Ghāwth al Azzam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu and he says, Assalamu alayka ya waliyallah. Peace be on you, O friend of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. And he said, Ana shahru Rajab ji'tuka uhannika. I am the month of Rajab. I have come with good tidings for you. With glad tidings for you. that this month people will experience khair and goodness in this month. And he departed. And the companions of Ghāwth al Azzam radiallahu ta'ala anh, they say that entire month there was nothing except khair that everybody experienced in that month. So this person came on the last day of Jumadul Ukhra. When it was the last day of Rajab, there was several. Sāyyidina Ghāwth al Azzam radiallahu ta'ala anh was again preaching, and a person comes to Sāyyidina Ghāwth al Azzam radiallahu ta'ala anh, karihul manzar, with an extreme evil appearance. And he comes to Sāyyidina Ghāwth al Azzam radiallahu ta'ala anhu, and he says, Assalamu alayka ya wali Allah, ana shahru Sha'ban. Peace be on you, O friend of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. I am the month of Sha'ban. And I don't bring any good tidings for you, any glad tidings for you. I have come to inform you that there will be fana'un fi Baghdad. A lot of people will die in me in Baghdad. وَالْغَلَاءُ فِي الْحِجَازِ, and in the lands of Hijaz, the prices of everything is going to increase rapidly. Merchandise is going to be very expensive in the lands of Hijaz. وَالسَّيْفِ فِي الْخُرَاسَانِ, and there will be a lot of bloodshed in Khurasan. And he departed. Those companions say that in that month, a disease spread in Baghdad, and large multitudes of people died. Then the companions say that we heard, news reached us that things, merchandise in Hijaz there is ghala shadeed, there is extreme increasement of prices of things in the lands of Hijaz. And we also heard that battles took place in the lands of Khurasan, and there was a lot of bloodshed. Then the Musannif of Bahjatul Asrar, he says that in another gathering, it was the last days of the month of Ramadan, and great mashayikh was sitting with Huzur Sāyyidina Ghāwth al Azzam radiallahu ta'ala. Amongst them was Shaykh Ali ibn al-Haydi. Amongst them was Shaykh Abu Najib as-Suhrawardi, who was the uncle and the teacher of Imam Shihabuddin Suhrawardi. Great mashayikh. And that was the month in which Huzur Sāyyidina Ghāwth al Azzam radiallahu ta'ala anhu had suffered from illness during that month. They were there. A man comes who they don't recognize, and he says to Huzur Sāyyidina Ghāwth al Azzam radiallahu ta'ala anhu that I have come. Assalamu alayka ya wali Allah. Peace be on you, O friend of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. I am the month of Ramadan, and I have come to apologize to you, O Waliullah. I have come to apologize to you for the illness that you went in me. And I have come to say Al-Wida. I have come to bid you farewell. And the narrators write that the following year, in the Rabi'us Sani, Huzur Sāyyidina Ghāwth al Azzam radiallahu ta'ala anhu passed away from this physical world and didn't see the next Ramadan physically. Huzur Sāyyidina Ghāwth al Azzam radiallahu ta'ala anhu, it's narrated that when he used to sit on the mimbar, he used to sometimes say this, that there are certain servants and beloveds of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, that when they suffer poverty and illness during the month of Ramadan comes to them and apologizes to them. Shaykh Abdul Wahab radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, the son of Huzur Sāyyidina Ghāwth al Azzam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he says that ma min shahrin إِلَّا يَأْتِي إِلَيْهِ قَبْلَ أَن يُحِلَّ. That there was no month except that before the crescent of that month appeared, that month, this is the son of Hazur Sayyidina Ghawth al Azzam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu saying this, that there was no month except that before qabla an yuhilla, before the hilal, the crescent appeared of that month, it would come to Hazur Sayyidina Ghawth al Azzam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu and inform Hazur Sayyidina Ghawth al Azzam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu of all that was going to happen in it.
Nare Takbir, Nare Risalat, Nare Haider, Nare Ghāwthiyyah.
This is why Hazur Sayyidina Ghawth al Azzam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he said, وَمَا مِنْهَا شُهُورٌ أَوْ دُهُورٌ تَمُرُّ وَتَنْقَدِي إِلَّا أَتَانِي. There are no months and no duhur, no times, except that they come to me. وَتُخْبِرُنِي بِمَا يَأْتِي وَيَجْرِي. And they come to me for what purpose? Because Allah sends them. That I have created you, I have created everything that is going to happen in you. Now go to my friend Abdul Qadir and tell him everything. So he has the knowledge of all the things that are going to happen in you. This is why Hazur Sayyidina Ghawth al Azzam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he said, وَتُخْبِرُنِي بِمَا يَأْتِي وَيَجْرِي. They give me the khabar of everything that's going to happen. وَتُعْلِمُنِي. They pass me that knowledge because this is a blessing on me, because this is my ilm-e ghaib that Allah has given to me. I have this knowledge of unseen. Who are you to dispute with my maqam? You can't understand the maqam that فَأَقْصِرْ عَنْ جِدَالِي. Don't dispute with me. You are in no position to dispute with me. And unfortunately, today, nowadays, people who have not sat in the suhbah of awliyaullah, they are deprived of the adab that a person should observe when it comes to Hazur Sayyidina Ghawth al Azzam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Shaykh al Qadiri, he was telling me today, certain individuals, they say, they've been writing on social media that in praising Imam Abu Hanifa radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, because they don't have the right adab of understanding the maqam of awliyaullah. Remember, adab, you can't learn from books. Adab, you learn from the sohbat of awliyaullah. You can read 1,000 books on adab. If you want adab in your heart, then sit in the sohbah of awliyaullah. That's the only path that you can learn how to observe adab relating to the awliyaullah. So this individual praising Imam Abu Hanifa radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, and there is no doubt, the great Imam of the Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, the person Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala chose to protect and guard the Shariat of the Holy Prophet alayhi salatu wa salam. But whilst praising him, he writes, who is Abu Hanifa radiyallahu ta'ala anhu? He is the Ghawth al Azzam of Ghawth al Azzam. This is what he says. Now, remember one thing. Is this being live streamed? So, there's no doubt about the maqam of the great Imam Abu Hanifa radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. And there's a lot of detail that can be explained here, but just this much, based on a lot of evidences, I want to say that if Imam Abu Hanifa radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he was born several centuries, he lived several centuries before Hazur Sayyidina Ghawth al Azzam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. If he was in the time of Hazur Sayyidina Ghawth al Azzam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, you would find Imam Abu Hanifa sitting at the feet of Hazur Ghawth al Azzam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu.
Ghāwthiyyah.
Whether it's Imam Abu Hanifa radiyallahu ta'ala anhu wa arda, or any of the awliyaullah, if they were before Huzur Sayyidina Ghawth al Azzam radiyallahu ta'ala, if they were in the time of Huzur Sayyidina Ghawth al Azzam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu and Huzur Sayyidina Ghawth al Azzam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he said, Qadami hazihi ala raqabati kulli waliyin lillah. Then whether it was Abu Hanifa or any other wali, if he didn't bow his head down, Allah tabarak wa ta'ala would strip wilayah from him.
Nare Takbir, Nare Risalat, Nare Ghāwthiyyah, Nare Ghāwthiyyah.
Allah tabarak wa ta'ala chose Imam Abu Hanifa radiyallahu ta'ala anhu to protect and guard the Shariat of the Holy Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, but he chose Huzur Sayyidina Ghawth al Azzam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu to guard wilayat of Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. Be careful of what you say. How do you read Fatawa Rizviyah? Allah Hazrat radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, again and again he says, be careful about the words that you utter when it comes to the maqam of Huzur Sayyidina Ghawth al Azzam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Because if you're not careful, you might even lose your iman for uttering words that are not according to the right adab that you should be displaying and observing in regards to Huzur Sayyidina Ghawth al Azzam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Maqam, understand the maqam of Huzur Sayyidina Ghawth al Azzam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu from awliyaullah, not from your own brain, not from your own mind, not from your own logic, not from your own limited knowledge of two books. Understand by sitting in the suhbah of awliyaullah. Then you'll know how to show adab. Allah tabarak wa ta'ala, may He guide us all and may He give us the true understanding of the teachings of Huzur Sayyidina Ghawth al Azzam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, and may He give us the ability to observe the right adab when it comes to the Ghawth al Kawnayn radiyallahu ta'ala anhu wa arda. Wa akhiru da'wana.
आज राज की बात में आपको बोल दूं जो मैंने बात कही, अभी जो इन्होंने शेर पढ़ा कि तमाम गैबी